Okay, that brings us to this year's comparing with decimals. We are still looking left to right. We are still going to line up the decimals. You're going to see me with a place value chart a lot. All right. To do this, we need to line up the decimals. So again, I'm just putting the number in the place value chart. Now, a common error is to not line up the decimals, not look at the place value chart, not look at the values of each number. The common thing is to say 11 and 11, that's the same. 91, 102, 102 is bigger. Let's see if that way of thinking is correct. Okay, going left to right, 1 and 1 is the same. 1 and 1 is the same. But 9 and 1 is the first numbers that are different. 9 is greater than 1. So in fact, it is greater than. The reason is this is 102 pieces of thousandths. This is 91 pieces the size of hundredths. That's comparing apples to oranges. To compare apples to apples, you have to make them have the same amount of decimal places. Now we've got 910 thousandths and 102 thousandths. 910 is greater than. All right. So again, it's always fill in the chart. It's always left to right. And again, if this makes it easier for you to think of, making them both have 3 decimal places, that doesn't change the value of this number. It just changes how we would say it. It goes from 91 hundredths to 910 thousandths, and those are actually equal in value. So for this section, use a chart. Make your own if you have to. That way you can line up the decimals. The only way to get these right this week is to line up the decimals. That takes us to our I can statement for this week. We can already read and write decimals. Now we're comparing decimals to the thousandths. And then the base 10, that was for last week, and expanded form, that was for last week. So this week we are doing the comparing decimals to the thousandths. Last week was the read and write portion of that. All right. So consider the number of digits after the decimal. If they are uneven, you can add a 0 to make them even. Then look left to right, comparing each place value. The first number that has the higher value is greater than the other number. All right. So again, left to right, they both have 3 places because I added a 0. The 7 is greater than the 6. 1.0, 0.1. First place that is different is this. The 1 and the 0, 1 is greater. Then we move to less than. 32, 43. I look in front of the decimal first. The 3 is different from the 4, so it is less than. Left to right, 0.05. 0 is less than. Then we talk about equal tos. 16 and 16, 1, 1, 9, 9, 6, 6. Exactly the same all the way across. These are the ones that are going to give you problems. 3, 3, point, 5, 5, 4, 4. I had to add a 0 here. Right? This was not in the original number. I added it. And for the other 0 was there. So you would first look at 54 and 540. If you put it in a chart and add that extra 0, you see they are both 540 thousandths. All right, and again, zeros at the end after the decimal do not change its value. Only zeros in between digits and the decimal on either side change the value. So there's this week's topic in a nutshell. Good luck.